Mister.
Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is lap guide for Alsace Village II with the Nissan Logitech GTR. Let's get this started. Start your brake before you pass this tree that is on the right. You have two very tight turns, one after another. So for this turn, you want to take it very slow and get yourself immediately positioned to the right side of the track. Do some throttle control and start to fully accelerate just after you pass this apex on the second turn. Brake before you pass the first right turn sign that is on your left. So don't forget that your car has a lot of downforce, so once you pass the apex, you can then start to fully accelerate and let the downforce take you towards the right side of the track. Shortly after the curb on the right starts, start to brake. Take your time through this turn because this turn goes a little bit more in as you go through this turn. So then once your car is starting to point towards the apex of the next turn, you can start to fully accelerate. You'll want to do a bit of braking as you start to turn, that way your car can stay on the inside part of the track. Once your car is starting to face towards the houses that's up on the hill, you can start to fully accelerate. Like a couple turns ago, start to brake before you pass the first right turn sign that is on your left. Take your time through this turn as well, and you can start to fully accelerate just before you pass the Alsace Village banner. Try not to get too inside and hit the curb because that can throw your car out of control. Do some hard braking before the curb on the right starts. That way you can slow down a lot without having to turn too much. But once you're starting to turn, ease off on the brake to let your car turn more. Once you're starting to turn, you want to ease off on the throttle almost completely. You need to give your car enough flexibility to turn, and just by easing off the throttle, it'll do that, and it'll slow your car enough so you don't need to brake at all. Once your car is about to pass this tree that is on the right, you can start to fully accelerate. And then for this turn, you need to start braking before you pass the GT Sport billboard that is on the right. Do some trail braking to let your car slow down while having the functionality to turn, and once you're halfway to the turn, you can start to fully accelerate. So for this turn, I do this turn a little wrong. So you want to brake a little earlier than I do. And then once you're starting to turn, you can ease off the brake to let the car turn more. And then you can start to fully accelerate once your car is starting to point towards the start-finish line. And that is all for the guide. Hope you enjoyed the video. And hopefully it's not as hot as it was today because it was 100 degrees today. But anyways, this is Mr. MCA, the world's most OK player, and I'll see you in the next video.